Looking nice and clean and rippable. First thing in the morning, we'll have Jordy Smith take on Julian Wilson. Jordy sitting in that final 5 picture, and Wilson back at 17th in the world, looking for a breakthrough win this morning to get into the quarterfinals.
There was a lot of desperation yesterday, and a lot of heats turned on that last wave. Really amazing, because they had 44-minute heats in the first wave, up and riding. Now Jordy
Smith moving down the line on the back end. All setup work. That thing breathed with some backwash. Looked like he just was seeing how his rhythm was feeling this morning, just feeling his way down the line on the left. Love seeing his backhand attack that he featured in a lot of crazy movies back in the day. As we check out this warm-up wave to kick off the day.
Yeah, it looks like it really is ridden like a bit of a warm-up wave too. It looks like a little day at Narrabeen.
This would be a great opportunity to get it done. Jordy, a guy that can pull rodeos as well. We'll see if they get inspired in these conditions. Going quickly down the line on a bigger wave than Jordy's. Julian already into his 3rd turn, moving well through the white water, and he'll put up a decent number to take the lead.
Yeah, well, it's a good side. This is a good set wave for this morning, Joe, and Julian really opening up this turn here. That's the money turn right there. His 3rd turn finishes it off beautifully. Regathers a little bit of composure over that.
So it just takes one victory to kind of flip things off. Let's take a look at this.
Backside fin throw reverse, and that's what both these guys have in their arsenal. One section can make it look so casual, which was a 6.17. Smith, casual float to start. Snap to slide. Drawn out bottom turn, hacking it quite well. Easy tempo, not trying to rush things on that last left-hander, and scores will be dropping in quickly here. Jordy on the one behind this one, Bugs.
Yeah, well, it's a well-surfed wave, as Stay said. He's broken away from the right-handers, which he's owned up till this point, and it was just a good solid.
And it's so true how Gabriel Medina is that guy who's so confident in his headspace, and he's been untouchable at the surf ranch at the CT level. As far as your final 5, as some spots may shuffle for massive maneuvers, I guess before we get there, we'll look at the last of Wilson on this 2-turn combination. On the split with Jordy Smith, got plenty of time left. He understands his body and how good he's feeling. Bugs, how did he look on the right?
Well, he looked great. I mean, Julian had priority here and allowed Jordy to go, I believe, on this wave. And then Julian elected for that 2nd wave of the set.
Wilson on the one behind, started off with a float, but set up that tail blow quite well. Judges said they'll reward combinations. That had a little bit of both, a little flow and then a little. It was such a close heat between those two. Low scoring matchup at Margaret River with priority. Wilson's going to take this wave. With the drive, it looks like he's maybe looking for one big ramp. He's got the speed. There's the big full rotation attempt from Wilson, but just couldn't find the landing. One of the best above the lip in the game. And Professor Lenny, throughout the last couple of days, teaching us all so much about this island, as we've got Jordy Smith up and out, still chasing a 5.64 to take the lead off. Wilson has made finals day in the last couple of attempts to go for a win on that daunting left-hander. Split peak. Wilson, the heat leader, goes for the left. Big rooftop floats, trying to cover some ground. On his first couple of waves was a little bit slower. That one was rapid fire for Wilson. He had to stick to a floater maneuver, but they were fun to watch. Got a lot of speed off the roof of that final turn.
Well, Julian, now we'll see Jordy. He comes around that 3rd. This must be the money section. Bang. Just free surfing. And he's really made that right-hander his own, Joe. We're just not going to give you that score.
Jordy now up again. Seeing if he could turn this one into a keeper. There's a tail-high reverse. His board was almost chattering under his feet on the takeoff. And he's down to 3:15 to go.
Julian's going to have to go. No, he lets Jordy take it. I don't see anything behind it either.
And I didn't see a handshake from Jordy Smith for this set coming through, Bugs. Jordy's on the inside. He's going to try to force this one. Nothing happening there for Smith. Losing streak against Jordy Smith. And he'll celebrate with a backside hack on a racetrack wall and a big hammer right in front of Jordy as he pulls that one off. Wilson's into the quarterfinals for the first time this season. So Jordy Smith will be moving on to Lemoore for the Surf Ranch, and Julian Wilson is into the quarterfinals here at Strickland Bay. Tough loss for Smith this morning. Jordy's with Stace.
Jordy, obviously a scrappy battle. What are the immediate takeaways?
Just off the top of my head, just did it well as it was on the set waves, I think. Yeah, it's difficult. Like, you paddle into them and then they sneak underneath you kind of on some of the waves. The swells dropped a little bit, so there were some sets. It's just like probably 40 minutes or 45 minutes between them. Towards the end of the heat there, I was hoping that Julian was going to go on that wave. I went on and kind of fell. I don't think it was going to be the score, but I was hoping it was just going to try and take that, and then I potentially was going to get his wave, you know, at the end. But those heats are tricky, you know, because they're a battle of 5.5s and 6s. No one really outsurfs one another. It's just who gets slightly a little more on each wave.
And overall, your impressions of your Australian leg?
It was kind of digesting everything, but I think it was like 50%, 60%. It really wasn't the best run. I made one final and then basically had 3 nines or something now, so it's not too good.
Looking forward to seeing you ramp up for the rest of the year. Well done, Jordy.
Thanks.
It is with Stace.
Julian, that's certainly more the style we're used to seeing from you. That must feel really nice.
Yeah, feel like I got over the lump right there. Feel like the heat came down to that last exchange and letting Jordy go and then being out there for a really good wave. Super happy with that, yeah.
And even just your attitude to go for the big air on the right, I think it shows us where your head's at.
Yeah, would have loved to have a couple more opportunities on the right. I'll definitely be looking for those as the event goes on, and I have been looking for them, but I've only had 1 or 2 goes, so I'm excited to throw some airs, and got one section, made a score out of a section on the left. So surfed a pretty good heat, and it's pretty tricky out there now that it's a bit smaller. Kind of have to sit in a lot further and read them from into out, as opposed to sitting out on the boil and chasing them in. So yeah, strategy worked really well. Luke gave me some good tips, and I was really happy with how I executed the heat.
The bonus of that is you get to spend a few more days on Rottnest Island. I'm sure the family are happy about that.
I might do a little day trip over to the mainland today to see the family. They came over here yesterday. But yeah, tomorrow looks good. Tomorrow morning looks fun again. So I'm not sure if the guys are on call for later today. I think maybe just the girls. But yeah, maybe later today. But I think tomorrow looks good.
Well done. Stoked to see you put up a strong performance.
Thanks. Cheers, mate.